Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. Can everybody hear me okay? I'll get started in about 2 minutes. We've got uh we've got some people signing in, and let's let them get signed in. Hey, Frank, Scott. Tina. Hey, Rochelle. Joe. We're trying to this we're going to start doing this on when I have something, like this to talk about. Do I have anybody that saw the notification, I guess, in YouTube? How do they notify Jonathan in YouTube? Uh, I was just thinking about that. Like YouTube, I invited them in here. How do they know it's a live stream? I'm just curious
They're
about that.
signing up for alerts. They're
I'm
signing
sorry,
up.
say what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
If they're signed up for notifications on YouTube, they should get a notification that you've gone live.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Did anybody get the notification from YouTube? I'm just curious.
We got not a lot, but we got about a dozen watching over there on YouTube, the YouTube stream,
Oh, really? Okay.
bouncing around, but we got people over there.
Todd, that was such a nice letter you wrote about the sawgrass. Thank you for taking the time to do that. You and Edwin. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to integrate YouTube in some of the things I do, and we're building, and I think that it's a great add-on to get education out there. But today we had the big employment number, and the market went down to S&P went down to 53.29, 53.29, and it showed it when as high as 53.80 right prior to the number. I don't have verification of that yet, but I was just looking at a chart, 53.80, which is sort of that's impressive range. That's the whole ATR in that 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Which that's quite a lot of movement. That's why you have to know about these market trending days like this, because that could really shake your world up, right? And so, but I wanted to meet with everybody early today. I know I'll do the wrap up this afternoon. And how many people, when I do something like this, is sort of no notice. How many people are glad I do stuff like this? I'm just curious because I know it sort of, it's not planned, and then all of a sudden I pop in and I got a lot to say. Okay. I'll keep doing it then if you like it, because I told Jonathan this morning, he didn't even know we are going to do it. I said, hey, I'm going to meet with everybody this morning. And I thought I'd do it. But let me get to my slides. We'll do like we do in the afternoon. I got some slides to go through. And then I want to look at NVIDIA, and I got a video to show you. Then we're going to talk about NVIDIA, but I got a couple other stocks I want to show you too, okay? Because I think there's some opportunity today. Anybody looking for any opportunity? Well, I got some. We'll talk about it. Okay. And I'd like to get you early if I can. Okay. All right. So for those that don't know, I'm a former Air Force officer, and it taught me two things that I bring to the market. One, it taught me to think strategically, longer term and all that, but also tactically. And that's a week by week thing where has anybody here been to my planning session on Sunday night? Let me ask that question, where I do planning on Sunday night, sort of set you up. Okay. Yeah. Very invaluable, I think, to be part of that. And then of course, the live trade I do on Tuesday morning, that's got to help you also. So we'll look at that a little bit later on, but there's a high degree of risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Now, for those that are not a member of YouTube.com, I try to release 2 new training videos every week, not to overwhelm you, but say subjects of the day. And obviously, the subject of the day is NVIDIA, and we're going to watch a video on there, and I'm going to explain what the points are trying to get across. But you can get joined in my YouTube channel by going youtube.com/@TBuzzTNT. Now, I didn't know this. Jonathan was teaching it to me, but you click that bell to get notifications if I go live. And from time to time, I'm going to do live streaming, okay, with YouTube. And it's totally free, but if you click it, you'll probably get some education you didn't know you'd get, because I don't want to waste your time, and I try to come up with things that I'm thinking about that I can share with you, okay? And I do that through YouTube when I go live. Now, this is a strategy sheet that I keep on my computer. I've done it for years. For example, if you're not familiar with options, and I guess the way I relate it is you buy a stock and it goes up, you make money, correct? Think of it that way. Well, if you buy a call and it goes up, you make money. The underlying goes up, you make money. And a call spread is just where you buy a call and sell a call, which reduces your cost for that original call, and you still pay a debit to your account when you do that, and you make money if it goes up. You sell it for a credit. Now, on the other side, and another bullish strategy is selling puts and put spreads. That's another bullish strategy. Now, if you think the market's going down, like this morning, the market is really going down. If it stayed going down, you could have shorted stock, and stock would have went down. You could have made money, or you could have bought puts and made money, or bought put spreads. And of course, you can sell calls or call spreads, and you can do that. And I think when you do that, you want that stock to stay down below that level. But I find it very interesting when you see these kind of things. Okay, so if you're new to options, I would take and copy that slide, put it at the bottom of your computer, and every time you hear me talk, try to find it on the line, okay? Now, we have customer service live every day here, Monday through Friday from 10 to 1, and you can go to dtitrader.com/help. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Get questions answered for 10 to 1 rather than look for stuff. If I say something and you want to track it down, like if I say you ought to go watch this video, you can go there and they'll find it for you, tell you where it is without you getting lost in the web. It's a great service that we offer every day, 10 to 1. In my opinion, everybody here is different, and you have to decide what your strategy is. And I know everybody wants to make money. So how are you going to make money in the market? Well, you got to be disciplined, and you got to have a process. And that process is going to lead to success if you're disciplined to follow it, because it's not as hard as they try to make it if you put those steps together. And so making that process, I think, is the hardest part. And you can get that from somebody like me that's been doing it for years. And I start every day the same way, and then I do my analysis, and then I do my trading. And, depending on your goals, you just have to have a good plan. And that's what I do on Sunday night. When I get together, I tell everybody to plan for the week. My plan for the week was be in trades, try to be back to almost no trades by Thursday afternoon. And then after this news, that's why I called the flash meeting. So I'm following my plan. Does everybody understand that was with me Sunday night, what I did? The reason I did it that way? I said, hey, action but by Thursday, I want to wind some things down. Okay. And I did. And I had a very successful week following my plan. I'm planning on having a very successful day today. Who here would like to have a very successful day here on Friday? Well, you got to listen and you got to learn, because I can teach you if you'll listen. Okay. All right. Now, this is on NVIDIA. We're going to show you a video that I laid out for you, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's play it, Jonathan. Hey folks, T-Buzz. Now, today's topic is NVIDIA, probably the stock of the year if you've been following me or following anyone around me that's heard me say this. I've been hearing people on Wall Street say, oh, it's overbought, there's going to have some issues and all that. But I'm going to show you how to put all that noise to the side, showing you what I would call a simple way to look at it. But always remember, there's a high degree of risk involved in trading, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Now, NVIDIA, the topic. Everybody wants to know the answer to this. I'm going to show you how to educate yourself and have it. In other words, when to be a buyer or long, or when to be a seller or short, or when to stay out. It's a simple proprietary formula that I use, and then I add to it to refine it. But big picture is what this is about. I want to keep you on the right side of NVIDIA, and it's using common sense. Now, NVIDIA Corporation, for those that don't know, is an industry leader in graphics processing units for high-powered computing, networking, and graphics. It's critical for the topic of the day: AI, data centers, automotive, and gaming. Now, here's the numbers. When you look at NVIDIA, you look at this, you say, hey, it opened at $492 this year. It's up 130%. I wish I would have known that. Well, if you learn what I'm showing you today, you will be ahead of everybody else when they get to this point. Hey, it's up 136%. Watch it build as it happens. Now, in my opinion, I'm giving you a structure to frame NVIDIA. Now, there's other things you'll have to consider: your own personal investment risk, your own personal emotional risk, your own personal time. There's always a lot more risks than I can deal with in this presentation, but I'm really trying to educate you where you don't get lost in the dark pages of some financial manual. This will get you on the right side if you follow this simple approach. That's my opinion. Now, how to decide to be long, short, or out? Well, it's very simple. You got to know where the month open is. The month open for NVIDIA changes when? On the first trade day of every month. And then we start connecting the dots. Here's an example. The year open was $492. The month open is $1136. This week it opened at $1136. So the market has opened at $492. It's up tremendously. You hear people say, I'm going to buy it on a pullback. Wrong. When you have a market this strong, you got to know when to be long, when to be short, and when to be out. Now, my formula is very simple. When the current price is higher than all three, I'm looking to be long. If it's mixed, meaning it's inside the high and low, I stay out. And if it's below all three, I'm thinking be a seller. That's a simple way to look at NVIDIA. Doesn't take into fact whether they're splitting the stock, doesn't take into fact other fundamental things that go on with NVIDIA. The price will tell you the answer if you follow this simple formula. The best insight I can give you is for you to keep these numbers updated throughout the week, maybe at a smaller time frame on a weekly basis, compare it to your monthly basis. It's simple, but it works. Take a look at the current chart of NVIDIA. Now, I gave you the numbers. Everybody see those numbers? Your conclusion would be, based on what I told you, if NVIDIA goes above 1136, you ought to be thinking to be a buyer. That's the conclusion. Look at the chart there. Today, it's at 1199. This won't change. It won't change next week if you follow this process. Your linchpin or pivot number, I call, where you got to start thinking different if it breaks that monthly open, okay? And that tells you, hey, maybe you got a correction, but these are sort of what I would call tails on the stock. But look at that. Isn't that a great looking chart? Why would anybody want to wait when you have something so wonderful as the stock that's telling you buy, buy, buy? And there'll be days when it'll be sell, sell, sell. But if you follow my simple formula, okay, then you won't be that person saying, well, it got away from me. Of course it's going to get away from you when the numbers tell you it's ready to run. To put this in perspective, everybody remembers the famous horse race and the famous horse called Secretariat? You're looking at Secretariat right here. Let it run. That's my thought. I've been trading a long time. And of course, there's risk involved, and you got to take into account special events like earnings or special announcements by the company or something bad about the industry or the general market goes into ditch. All those things will have a factor, but the bottom line is you got to know your numbers. I gave you this simple framework. Use it. Try it with other tickers. See what you think. If you like this video and would like more like this video, be sure to hit I like this video because I can take you even deeper in this if you want to learn. Folks, as I always say, see you on the flip side. So the conclusion that you come to is you ought to be long NVIDIA using this formula, and I'm long NVIDIA. And so that's the stock itself. Now, there's going to be a split when we start trading Monday, which means that NVIDIA, if you got 10 shares, you're now going to have 100, okay? And I hope this simplifies it, regardless of your experience, how following a process will get you on the right side. Give me some feedback. Does this simplify when you look at a stock like NVIDIA, how to put it in perspective? Yeah, and what we're going to do, when I go to a live market, I'm going to show you some other things on NVIDIA that we have special tools that allow us to look to refine, hey, maybe I ought to enter or what. But I'd check my portfolio against that formula, because if it fits that, probably ought to be long something that you got in your portfolio. If it doesn't fit that, your money's going to spend and not earn you any money. That simple. All right, let's go to the next slide, Jonathan. All right, I want to use show the last 5 closed trades for my granddaddy of all my programs, which is T-Buzz All Stars, okay? T-Buzz All Stars. That's pretty good. NVIDIA is not below 1136, Barry. NVIDIA right now, I've got it at 1189. 1189 is higher than 1136. Okay? Everybody understand that? Okay. All right, so here, let's focus on what I'm talking about, okay? Now, Apple, I did a trade in Apple in T-Buzz All-Stars. If I put $1,000 in there, I made 100. Does everybody understand that math there? It's simple, it's straightforward. Does everybody understand that? Okay, pretty simple. You put 1,000 up in risk capital, you come back with 110 bucks. Not bad. Okay. All right. Here's where I did AAPU and in T-Buzz All Stars, had over 2,192 trades, by the way. 16% return. So 11% and 16. I mean, my thousands growing, isn't it? Is this the way you want your account to grow? It is, isn't it? That's 270 bucks on those 2 trades. Okay, keep going. Here's 15%. This is all T-Buzz All Stars. June 21st, 89.88. 15. Now I've got another 150 bucks. See how this is adding up? Another Apple trade, 7% return. Pretty good stuff, isn't it? Okay. American Express, 7% return. Pretty good stuff. Now, how many people here are members of T-Buzz All-Stars? Who's a member of T-Buzz All-Stars? Let me ask that. Who is not a member of T-Buzz All-Stars? Tell me if you're not a member. This is it's a, Rochelle, it's a training and education program I put together years ago. And what I did is pretty cool, is that I have a live trade every week. Okay? Every week. So let me tell you what I'm going to do today. We had a great week. And I said, I'm going to do this because I want you to be a member here. And I've got a special offer if you listen. Now, this is my T&T program where I work with you on a daily basis, okay? And it's $200 a month. So if you sign up right now, I'm going to give you a month of T-Buzz All-Stars, okay? Which includes that Sunday night planning. It gives you Tuesday connect the dots and updates throughout the week. And what I'll do, if you sign up right now, we won't start your month. I'll let you have it all free until, why don't we do it? This is June. We'll do July. So if you pay the $200, you'll be good for 45 days to the end of July. Okay? I want to get you in T&T, and this is a way to give you something where you can see the power of this program that I've got now. Did you like the track record I showed you of T-Buzz All-Stars? Tell me if you like that track record I showed you of T-Buzz All-Stars, okay? Well, I can tell you right now, the T&T program, it's got a better track record than T-Buzz All-Stars, okay? So this is a chance to combine these and, pretty good stuff. And by the way, Rochelle, you can risk as much as you want. I just used 1,000 as an example, okay? Do 10,000 and do it if you want to. I don't care. Whatever how big a horse you want to pull, okay? Anyway, I wanted to put this out there today for a special offer. Any questions? Let me keep going, Jonathan. That includes Sunday night planning, live trading on Tuesday, and we keep you up during the week. We do a trade just about every Tuesday in there at 10:45, okay? Yeah, go there to dtitrader.com/TNT, get your spot, 904-416-1776, press 1, okay? The people that are members of T-Buzz All-Stars are thinking, so, wow, what a great offer. But they're already a member, but I thought I'd do it this way. Of course you do. Of course you do. You get the market scoreboard in T&T, my pre-market watch list. And by the way, one of my pre-market watch list stocks today was Amazon. And I'll probably be doing a trade this afternoon in Amazon and T&T. But the big news is in T-Buzz All-Stars today, I'm going to do an option trade on NVIDIA after about 12 o'clock today, okay? That's on NVIDIA, an NVIDIA option trade. But to get that, you'll have to be in T-Buzz All-Stars. To be in T-Buzz All-Stars, you got to be in T&T, okay? So anybody that's in a member of T&T and T-Buzz All-Stars, we'll get that trade after about 12, okay? Pretty cool stuff. Blueprint comes out, Jonathan, the 8th day, right? This is where we go out 45 days and pick options, okay?
Typically around the 8th, but we got Fed week next week, so we might wait till after the Fed.
Yeah, exactly. That's Wednesday, right?
Right.
Yeah, so after Wednesday, we'll put it out. Okay, so sign up for this. Be in T-Buzz All-Stars for the next month to the end of July. And we'll be cooking with gas. I think that's a pretty fair offer, don't you, all my new people? Yeah, you'll be included, Barry. Definitely. All the TNT members, existing members, will get that month in T-Buzz All-Stars to check it out. How about that for a bonus for being a member? Any comments on how good an offer this is for people to find out about TNT and T-Buzz All-Stars? I think we made money over there this week, didn't we, Jonathan, in TNT? Get what it was in. Sue says it's a no-brainer. Dave says, take the offer, believe me. $200 for 45 days. All right, Frank, good. All right, I want to go, Jonathan, if we can, to a live market and showing something on NVIDIA.
That's the daily chart of NVIDIA.
Okay, put RB frame on there, if you will. You got to put a 30-minute chart and RB frame. This is a feature inside the roadmap.
No, hang on a second. Doing this testing here, Tom. Let me just connect this other feed.
That's fine. We got time. Anybody in a hurry? How valuable is it when I go live? Patience will pay, Buck. Patience will pay. All right, does everybody see, point out the frame to him? The high price of the frame.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, but the high price of the frame, and the frame, by the way, is the prior two reference bars. We marked the high and the low. And so you're seeing reference bar 3 from this morning at 9:30 Eastern. And the other reference bar I have here is 1700 last night. RB frame high says 1203.
Write that number down, 1203. 1203. Now, Jonathan, what I'd like you to do is go to the predictor on NVIDIA.
Okay.
And go out to July.
Go to tables, predictor. Spelled it, that's all right, because we're going to right click and add a symbol in the video. Give it some time to load in the data. And
can you make the font bigger?
Yeah, we can do that. Which expiration in July would you like to go out to?
July 6th sounds good.
July 5th, right here at the bottom row. We'll hop over to the predictor tab and make sure that's our expiration here. July 5th. Okay.
And what price is out there to July? What is it?
It's giving us a bullish number of 1346.
Write that number down. 1346. Now, what I'm going to do, folks, is construct an option play. Anybody tell me exact time it is right now. The exact time right now.
It's 10:34 Eastern time.
All right. At 12:30, I'm going to post my option trade in NVIDIA at 12:30 in TNT and T-Buzz All-Stars at 12:30. That gives everybody a chance. If they want it, they can sign up, take the offer, and I'm going to put it out there at 12:30 Eastern time. Okay, Jonathan?
12:30 Eastern.
Now, my goal on the option play that I make, okay? My goal on this play is to make 70% off the option I use. Anybody interested in figuring out how to do that? I'll construct an option that gives us 70 where we don't spend a lot of money to do it. Doesn't that sound like fun? So I'm going to do that. What time am I going to do it? Where will the trade be posted? TNT and T-Buzz All-Stars. Those two programs will get the trade. So all you got to do is be part of those programs and you'll be part of it. What do you think about that for a Friday, Kerry? No freebies. I've done enough for you, Zoomy boy. If you won't pay $200 to get all this, you're probably not serious about trading. So if you put up 1,000, my goal is to shoot for a $700 profit. Okay. Now, can I do it? Well, I'd say that I can. Let's go back to the slide where they can join, Jonathan. And I got 2 hours. I'm that chicken on the thing. Yeah, options on the go had 3 trades, Linda, this week. 3 trades. Options on the go had 3 trades this week already. Now, that's the other thing I want to tell you, folks. The split goes in effect Monday. That's why I'm going to put the trade on today. Split. So let's just talk about that real quick. That's a great question. So if you had 2 contracts today, everybody got it? 2 contracts? How many would you have Monday? $20, right? That's the way this game works. I thought we'd have some fun together. Hey, and then I got to meet with everybody, be back invited, no extra charge at 3:00. And so I'm going to find out who's serious. Get in TNT. Thank you. Jonathan, that's all I got.
Thanks, Don. See you at 3. Actually, 12:30.
12:30, me and you'll be talking, okay?
That's right.
Pretty good class. Get joined. I'll see who's joined. I'll call you out and say, hey, thanks for joining. Now you got some money in your pocket to go into the weekend. That's the game. All right, so it looks good. Market looks good. They put lipstick on the pig. It's going to be a good day. As I always say, see you on the flip. Thank you.